What's up, you guys? For today's video, I decided to teach you guys how to properly detangle your hair as well as moisturize your hair if you guys are a part of the 4 hair texture community. I'm not going to ramble, but before we jump right into the video, feel free to give this video a big thumbs up as well as subscribing to this channel if you are new. Also, turn on that notification bell so you guys will get alerts whenever we do upload. So let's just go ahead and jump right into the video. Whenever I detangle my hair, I normally will part my hair down the middle and work in sections because that's the easiest when it comes to dealing with hair that is very coarse or kinky, as well as hair that's really thick. So as you guys can see, my hair is already stretched, but my true texture is like 3C around my edges, and then in the middle might actually be like 4B because, y'all, it's like a jungle in here, but everywhere else is pretty manageable for me, but the majority of my hair is 4A. Today's video is sponsored by Aunt Jackie, and I will be using their Flaxseed recipes line. Whenever you are in the 4A, 4B, or 4C category, there has to be a method to how you detangle your hair, because if not, it's just going to be a huge mess and your hair is still going to be dry. I've already done these 2 sections back here just to save time. The first product that I'm going to use is a Hydrating Silkening Hair Milk. It has flaxseed, coconut milk, avocado, and marshmallow root in there, and it actually smells really good. This is my first time working with Aunt Jackie when it comes to their flaxseed recipes line, but in the past I have bought maybe 1 or 2 Aunt Jackie's products from the store. When I used the products back then, it's not that I didn't like them, it's just I didn't know how to do my own hair. So like the order that I was using the products, like it wasn't helping my hair at all. I can already tell that it's going to be kind of frustrating working with this product for the simple fact that there's a nozzle on it, and once my hands get oily, like it's dumb hard to like hold the spray bottle and get the product out. Something that I may do is ending up putting this in an actual spray bottle like this with one of these nozzles or a mister, because that's way easier than just like constantly pumping. Other than the issue with the nozzle, the product actually works pretty well on my hair. And I'm really just using this in place of water because I want to start adding nutrients onto my hair instead of just like strictly water, because normally my hair works better when it has like a multitude of moisturizers and things like that already on my hair. The second product that I'm going to use is the Soft All Over multi-purpose oil. The oils that are in here are flaxseed, coconut oil, jojoba oil, shea butter, grapeseed, and ginseng. And I've used coconut oil, jojoba oil, and shea butter before, and my hair loves all 3 of those, so I'm pretty sure this oil is going to be pretty good as well. As you guys can tell already by the level of the oil that's left in the bottle, I've already used it before, but I haven't used it in unison with the other products that are by Aunt Jackie's. Since my hair was in braids yesterday, I don't want to put too much oil on my hair because then it's just going to make my hair greasy, and I don't want that. And I mainly just focus oil on my ends because it's time for a trim and my hair has been dyed in the past. I just want you to get up. This video is probably going to be very informative because I want to make sure that you guys are understanding how to properly moisturize your hair. That way you guys will start to see growth and thickness and healthiness of your hair. Because without having the right tools and the right steps to moisturizing your hair, you're not really going to see the results that you want to have. So I really just want to be able to help everybody who has 4A, 4B, and 4C hair. The last product that I'm going to use is the Seal It Up Hydrating Sealing Butter. This has flaxseed, shea butter, avocado, and castor oil, honey, and yep, that's it. Something that I have noticed with 4A hair is that you have to use a cream if you guys want to see like the really good twist outs or the bantu knots or braid outs or whatever. Like, you're not gonna get it with just leave-in conditioner and oil and a comb because it's not going to want to stay and it's not going to be as moisturized as it needs to be to last. So for me, especially whenever I'm going to do a protective style, creams are my best friend. Whenever I detangle my hair, I like to work in sections because my hair is really thick and it's just way easier to detangle my hair in sections. Also, if you guys have been asleep for X amount of years, everybody needs to get a Denman brush, whether you are 3C, 4A, and everybody else down the line. Like, y'all have to get a Denman brush or a Tangle Teaser if that's your thing. I've bought both a Tangle Teaser and a Denman brush before, and I don't know, I think it's just the way that the Tangle Teaser is made. It's like a little egg, and it kind of hurt my hands, and I wasn't able to like get the knots out that I needed to. But with the Denman brush, since it has a handle, it's way easier, I promise. Also, this is the second Denman brush that I have bought. They used to have a pink one, and I broke that one with my hair, so I don't know, it had like a little, what's it called? I don't know, it had like the little cushion pad that normally comes with brushes, and whenever you were pressed down in the middle, it had like air in it, and like the side broke off. But I think this is the second version of the Denman brush, if I'm not mistaken, and this one is way better. Like, if your hair is really thick and you do end up almost breaking your brush, But as you guys can see on the back, I don't know if I broke it. I really hope that I didn't. But it does have a thing where you can like slide it back on. So I'm thinking that they designed it like this on purpose. Maybe for cleaning purposes. I really hope I can get this back on. Because if not, this is going to be a long video. Woo! Alright, back in business. But yeah, as you guys can see, it does come off. But I think that's a really good thing. Unless you actually break it like I just did. But it's like, if you guys can tell, like it's way easier to detangle your hair with the Denman brush. And I used to be that natural that never detangled her hair at all. Like if I did detangle it, it would be like finger detangling, or just most times it was not at all. But ever since I got this Denman brush, it's been so much easier to detangle my hair, and I absolutely love it. So comment down below which tool that you use to detangle your hair, whether it's a Denman brush or a tangle teaser. As I detangle my hair, you guys can tell that I start at the ends, and if I do have a knot, then I just take the brush out and then I try to do it again until there's no more knots. You don't want to start detangling at the root because as y'all can tell, like this isn't going anywhere. And the reason why it's not going anywhere is because there's so many other tangles built up down below at the ends of your hair. So you have to work your way down and you have to be patient with it. If you don't want to see breakage or damage, that is. Now, if you don't care about your hair and you just want to rip it out, then do you, boo. But it's just way easier to detangle your hair like this, and it also doesn't hurt as bad if you are tender-headed. Once you've got to this step, you can either braid your hair, twist it, do whatever set style you're going to do, or you can just keep it sectioned. And that's what I'm going to do because I haven't really decided what I want to do to my hair yet. Ooh, this looks tight. Wow. All right. It's a little tight. This section right here is where my hair starts to go into like 3C-ish texture. And I'm not sure if it's exactly 3C, but it's definitely not 4A because of how loose it is. I think I have heat damage right here, but I'm not sure. After I straightened my hair a couple of months back, it just never curled back up again right here. So I'm just gonna assume that it's heat damage. But as you guys can see, it's kind of like a looser texture, especially like right here. Even on the ones that's not like heat damage, it's still loose. So this is where I consider myself to have 3C hair, but the rest of my hair is 4A. Kinda cute. I'm gonna have to do a Bantu knot tutorial because these are actually kind of cute. Like do a creative type style. What do you guys think? If you guys want to see a creative Bantu knot style on my channel, feel free to leave comments down below. I might do a poll somewhere and you guys just vote yes or no. But yeah, so that's pretty much the end of the video. I really hope I was helpful with explaining to you guys how 4A hair works. Just an overview, I like to start with a liquid and then I will move to an oil, and then I normally will finish it up with a cream. So it's basically the lock method. I know some people do like it's like oil, then liquid, then cream. I don't know, that doesn't work for me. I need water, that way my hair will like open up and actually accept the oil, and then I put the cream on it last. And honestly, the most important hair product out of everything is a cream. And I know that for this video I used Aunt Jackie's cream, but honestly, if you guys just find any type of cream that really works best for you, you guys should definitely do that because that will make a world of difference. So you guys need a cream as well as a Denman brush. The Denman brush will save your life. Stop trying to detangle with the wide tooth combs. That's in the past. We have upgraded to Denman brushes, you guys. Overall, I feel like the Aunt Jackie's Flaxseed Recipes line is pretty good. To me, it smells really good, and a lot of the products work well together. Oh snap, they had an edge control. Their edge control smells a little bit different than the hair milk as well as the other products that I used did. I honestly just feel like playing around with my edges right now, so just don't mind me. I've been sleeping on the edge control. I gotta say, this edge control is doing it. Wow, okay. I actually like this. Yep, this is gonna be great whenever my hair is straight. Okay, now I can give my final thoughts. But yeah, so overall, I feel like this line works really great together. So if you are going to invest in one thing that you need, I would say buy the cream. The oil is good too, but you guys can also make an infusion of oils at home if you want to. It really just depends on how you're feeling. The hair milk is good. I just don't like the nozzle on it because it's really hard to pump out once my hands already get greasy. I don't know, I might have changed my thoughts on the edge control. So it was great when I first put it on there, like my hair was laid, everything, but it's been about 10-15 minutes, and as you guys can see, like my edges right here are starting to curl up a little bit, and I'm sitting in like 72 degrees. So just imagine like if I was outside in the sun, everything like that, like my edges would not stay laid. I feel bad, man. We were rooting for you. I mean, it's still holding okay, I guess, but for me personally, I would follow it up with Got To Be Glued gel, because when you put that on, your hair is not moving. And that's what I need whenever I'm doing set hairstyles and I want my edges to last for the whole day, whether I'm inside or outside. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, feel free to give it a big thumbs up. Also subscribe if this is your first time visiting our channel. If you are a returning subscriber, feel free to comment down below to let us know that you are there. Also follow me on all of my social media platforms. The name is going to be somewhere on the screen, as well as the links to all those pages down below in the description box. Alright, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.